Hi guys, this is Trisha from Yarny Cat Crochet. Thought I'd do another video. I was so tired on the last video. I felt really bad. I'm like, who clicked in to see me giving half of my effort to a video. So I wanted to do another one today and just kind of chat a little bit, and I'm going to talk about some yarn and some things that are on my mind. First, we're going to start with what's in my cup. I like those drink tea and chat and crochet videos. So good. So for starters, my cup is, of course, a Bag O' Day crochet merch from Crystal from Bag O' Day Crochet. Awesome cup. The coffee is Colombian. I do drink tea. I'm a coffee drinker, but I like a nice relaxing cup of tea, and one day I'll do a chat and tea. But this one has Colombian from Kroger's brand coffee, Colombian, and the creamer is coconut cream from Coffee Mate, the liquid. I love coconut, so I just put it in everything. And one more sip, I'm going to put it down. Oh, I don't think you guys want to watch me sip coffee the whole time. Okay, so that was what was in my cup. Shout out to Crystal and her wonderful merch. And so what's on my hook? Okay, so I'm starting. It's barely on my hook. I just decided to do a couple of rows while I was waiting to do the video. I was waiting for my husband and son to leave the house. I don't like to, film when people are watching me, which is really funny because, you guys are watching it now, even though it'll be after the fact by the time I post it. It doesn't make me nervous. But to have somebody in the room, and even my husband and son, you would think that wouldn't be an issue, but it does. And I waited till after they left. But anyway, I'm not a knitter, and I'm not actually getting that on video very well. I'll move it down just a little bit. I'm not a knitter. I can knit. I know how to knit and purl. I know how to do a basket weave stitch, but that's about it. I can do anything, well, I don't want to say anything. I can do simple things, square or rectangle. That's all I can do. And I'm going to challenge myself to learn new stitches. Now that I have this channel, I'll show off some of my finished projects or works in progress from time to time, so that I have some content, so you guys just aren't staring at me. You get to actually look at something. But I'm gonna put this down, but I thought I'd knit a little bit on it, and turns out I cannot knit and talk at the same time. Okay. And I normally hold it better, but anyway, so that's what's on my hook. Oh, and the yarn, I've talked about it on a previous, because it was a yarn unboxing, a small yarn unboxing of the Wool Workshop. I ordered some yarn on the advice of Seta from Metzo's place. Well, she didn't tell me to go there. She just said she did, and then I went, and I'm glad, well, online I went, and I'm glad I did. So this is Yarnaceous Fibers. I guess they must have had a Jurassic Park yarn club, but maybe it was in a box where they, send you some stuff and some yarn and a pattern, probably. But they are from Virginia, and it's oh my gosh, www.thewoolworkshop.com. I got that messed up last time and started calling them the wool warehouse, and there is a wool warehouse, so yeah, you got to be careful. But anyway, so it's it's got some green and brown and gray. It's just lovely. I can see why they call it, its colorway was, oh, Clever Girl. Well, they don't call it the Jurassic Park thing, but you could make something Jurassic Park themed with it, and the colors would go really well. But I'm going to make a cow. I'm not saying who for because it's a Christmas present, just in case any of them are watching. But I'm going to make one of those Mobius cows where you take and you crochet the whole rectangle and you sew the ends together. Before you sew the ends together, you twist it so you'll have like a twist in the front where the material will cross over. Well, it looks like it's crossing over anyway, and it's nice. So, and it's fancy and it's not fancy at the same time. It doesn't take a lot of fancy skill, and it makes it look like you did something, you know. Everybody always says, how did you do that? Half the time they say, how did you do that with a really pretty multicolored yarn that like ombres or just self stripes or whatever? And I'm like, I didn't do anything but do a simple stitch, and the yarn did. Yarn did its thing, and that's why it's so pretty. Not because I know how to single crochet or double crochet or knit or purl a lot. That's what the benefit is of getting a really great yarn. You know, you don't have to do much to make it look nice. It's already wonderful by itself. You just make sure the stitches don't fall apart so people can wear it. But anyway, so that's what's on my hook and the yarn that I was using. I talked about this last night, but to anybody who didn't get to watch that video, it's Bernat blanket yarn, a bulky 6, super bulky, and it's for the Lenny Kravitz Super Shawl. My Fairy Treasures is having a knit along. Her name's Angie Bell. She's a very talented creator, and we're all going to do a knit along, and I'm very excited. And my mom is so wonderful. This is fall leaves, this color, because she knows that I like fall colors. They have burnt orange, regular orange, some green, and it's supposed to look like, you know, the leaves that all fell on the ground. And the reason why I like fall colors so much, not only am I just, you know, attracted to those colors, my son was born in October the 6th, and it's just, we just have a great time. We go to our local pumpkin patch, and it's called Huber's. Shout out to Huber's, and pick pumpkins and try cinnamon bread and drink apple cider and get ice cream, and they have a cheese shop. They also have their Huber's Orchard and Winery. They also have wine. You can have a wine tasting if, you know, you're into that. And it's just tons of people come from all over the place, and it's just awesome. Oh, and they have like a vegetable stand too, so there's fresh produce. I really love to get bell peppers and apples and all kinds of stuff. They have corn and snap beans, green beans, I guess you call them, that you snap and cook. But anyway, just a bunch of really cool things up there. Oh, and they have these things where you stick your head in and take pictures, and it's like a farming family or pumpkins or whatever, and your family all gets their picture taken. And there's these huge flatbeds with pumpkins on them, and you could pick pumpkins from there if you didn't want to go out to the patch. But they have like a pumpkin ride where you can go out to the patch, pick your pumpkin from the field and bring it back, and we get huge pumpkins. huge pumpkins, and then we put those on the porch up until Halloween. So, you know, it serves a dual purpose. They're also decorative. So, and then we really get into the Halloween, giving kids candy and dressing up and handing them out candy and seeing all their little outfits, and just really cool. And last year, some teenagers were walking by, but they weren't having no candy. I tried. I was like, you know, I don't care how old you all are. We're a small little community, and we don't always hand out all the candy, and then we're stuck with a lot of candy in the house, which is bad for me. I'm diabetic, and I can't have the sugar. So, well, anyway, yeah, I tried, but they're like, no, strange lady. They didn't say that, but I bet they were thinking it. We don't want your candy, lady. But anyway, it was pretty cool. We have a great time during the autumn festivals and stuff. So that's a little bit about the yarn. Yeah, she's gonna do, she calls it a Lenny Kravitz super shawl. I think I'm saying it right. Angie, you correct me if you watch this if I'm saying the wrong name, but I think it's her pattern. I think she made it, and but it was inspired by a shawl that Lenny Kravitz had wore. Anyway, it's a super bulky 6 yarn, and we're knitting it on US 19 knitting needles, which is 15 millimeter, but US 19. And so, even though this is a blanket yarn and it would be really thick and really, really warm and spongy, using the bigger needles will open it up a little bit, make it not quite as heavy, and also it's going to look, I mean, she's not doing this yarn, she's got another yarn, but this is the one I picked. We're supposed to show her. I have to take a picture and send it to her. But it's, to me, I think it's gonna look like a faux fur stole. You know, not the fuzzy ones, but the really velvety ones. And no animals will be harmed in the making of this. This is actually all acrylic. Oh no, I take that back. 100% polyester. And as far as I know, there's no polyester animals out there. But anyway, I think it'll be really nice. It'd be nice for her to sit out by the campfire, or go to Huber's, or, you know, it's a little chilly at that time of the year. It would be super nice. So anyway, yeah, I talked about it twice last night and this morning, but I'm very excited about it. I just really love doing things together. And that brings me to my next thought. Or just an observation. So I follow a lot of people, and my channel is fairly new, but I've joined people's live stream chats, and I've been having a blast. I started out in Angie Bell's from My Fairy Treasures, and she has a great time. She does a lot of different kinds of art, and she has an art on Sunday, and then a yarn art one on Friday, where we talk about crocheting and knitting. She's a knitter, but everybody's welcome, and we just have a really great time. So I was in there, and I also joined Tat Mama 73 chat, a live stream. And I believe hers are Wednesdays. I should have wrote it down, but I'll try to remember next time. But you look her up on YouTube. It's Tat Mama 73. And we all really just talk and chat and have a great time and show the love. It's just great. And then today, I joined another one. Well, I follow this lady anyway. Tracy from, is it Hobby Rocks? I believe so. It's Hobby Rocks. I wanted to say Crochet Rocks. Maybe it is Crochet Rocks. And then she has a Hobby Rocks too. But Yeah, I believe it's Crochet Rocks. Let me look it up real quick before I mess it up and nobody will go and read her channel, which is really what I want. I want to support her like she supported me today, which I'll get to in just a second. But let me see my subscribers, or my people that I'm subscribed to. Yes, Crochet Rocks. That's what it is. Sorry, Tracy. My brain just went boop. So anyway, so I joined Tracy's live stream today, and I think I've been in one or two of hers before, but normally I just watch her videos, the regular videos. But I've been here lately just taking a join in the chats, and I'm so glad I did. I meet so many nice people, and we have just like a wonderful time talking about yarn, talking just about daily life. Today we were talking a lot about food, and I think everybody in there was hungry afterwards. Matter of fact, I know one of them was, because she subscribed to me and she texted me and said she was ready for a blueberry scone. And I'm like, yeah, I'm craving a cinnamon scone. Can't have too many of those, but I bet it, it's yarn and it's fun. And so I really enjoyed it. I really felt the love. I mean, all three of these ladies that I've joined their live streams, afterwards I've gotten like a bunch of subscribers, and I wasn't even looking for that. I went in and I just had a great time. I wouldn't have cared if even one person subscribed to me. And just all three of them were like, subscribe, and so we had a subscribe fest on Angie's one. Everybody crisscross and subscribed to each other, and also today, I think so. That's what happened too. So that was great. I mean, we're creators. We're not just like Bags by Bento, that lady on Instagram. Like she said, we're all creators. We're not in competition with each other. We're a community, and in my own words, I feel like we're a crochet family. I really do appreciate everybody that has subscribed. While we're on the subject, if you like this kind of channel, normally I don't just sit here and talk through the whole, well, of course I do talk through the whole thing, but normally I've got something to talk about. There's going to be more finished objects. I'm going to get my rearing gear. I been having some family time here the last couple of days, and I also have rheumatoid arthritis, so I get wore down, and so I've just been not been very motivated, but today it just like re-energized me after that live stream. So thank you, Tracy. It was great. Anyway, so if you like this kind of content and you want to support a small channel, or just a fellow crafter, fiber, I wouldn't call myself an artist, but a fiber manipulator, please like, share, and subscribe. It'll mean the world to me, and hopefully the joy you give to me will be put back out there in the world. So I want to say bless everybody, and good vibes to those of you that do the good vibes, and I just hope it spreads and you have as much of a good day as I've had today. It's been really awesome. I'm going to check my notes real quick to make sure I didn't forget anything. Oh, yeah, go out there and follow people like Bag O' Day Crochet, Crochet Rocks, Angie Bell from My Fairy Treasures. They are really awesome people. They mean the world to me. I hope that if you don't know them, you will get to know them, and they'll mean the world to you too. So bye, everybody.